Now, this is yet another major Aadhar goof-up that we are reporting. The fifth such case that we've reported in a span of just this week alone. All residents of one single village in Uttarakhand, they've all been given the same date of birth, which is the 1st of January 2009. That has been listed in their Aadhar cards. Okay, one being listed as 1956, the other given 2009, but it's all the 1st of January. This is clearly yet another goof up in the system here as far as information, your own information goes on your Aadhar card. We have with us our correspondent Mohit Sharma reporting here on this in yet another glaring lapse as far as the efficacy here of Aadhar is concerned, Mohit.
Well, exactly. It's a glaring glitch. You can easily make out that all of these birth dates have been given as 1st of January, whether it be the elders of the village or whether it be the kids. All share the same birthday, and it seems that the agency giving out these Aadhar cards have given the entire village a chance to not to forget birthdays. They have all been given the same birthdays. That happens to be 1st of January. If you closely look at some of these Aadhar cards, you can easily make out that while the date of birth remain the same, the years, those are changing. On the other hand, you have 1956, you have 2009, you have 2015, but at the same time, the dates are the same. Now we did try to approach the authorities in this matter, and while they have said that it does seem that there is something wrong with the essential details, and there's a huge possibility that some technical reasons may be behind this glitch, but so far they have not been able to detect.
Given that these are technical faults, there is a major glitch here, but this is how people are going to be affected on ground. Their Aadhar card is going to be checked. It's going to be matched with either a ration card or their PAN number. If they have to receive subsidies, government subsidies, food subsidies, they're going to be stopped right there, saying that your information on the Aadhar doesn't really match with what the real information is.
Well, exactly. It can have many repercussions, many folds of repercussions. It's not just the subsidies that matter. Aadhar is being used on various other purposes. You have messages being dropped on a large scale. How to link the Aadhar cards to their mobile numbers, to link the Aadhar cards with other essential details, whether it be PAN cards or bank accounts. So it can have repercussions of many folds. It's not just restricted to how to use Aadhar card as an identity purposes, but otherwise also. So now the people are scared. They do not know what to do exactly in this matter. And on the other hand, the authorities too have completely stayed mum on it right now. They haven't come out with any sort of statement as to how could they allow more than 1,800 families to share the same date of birth. But at the moment, while we are raising this question, the authorities seem to be completely silent on this entire controversy.
That's right, Mohit. The other issue really being on how does really one seek correction in the system, given that this continues to come in as an insistence from the central government that your Aadhar card is the last word on information as far as you are concerned, be it your biometrics, be it your date of birth, your name, your gender. But how does one really seek justice if the Aadhar has faults and you cannot avail of certain schemes?
Well, exactly. Now this is a matter of concern for all these villages as well. There are more than 800 families residing in this small village of Gandikata, which happens to be around 20 kilometers from Haridwar, and they too do not know what to do right now. They are they are curious, they are furious at the same time. They're trying.
Let's get in a technical word here on this, Mohit. We have cyber security expert Mr. Ritesh Bhatia with us on the phone line. Ritesh, appreciate you being with us. Ritesh, this being yet another glaring mistake, all people of one single village have been given the same date of birth, the 1st of January. What are they to do now?
You know what? At the start of the year, I said, the biggest disaster to happen is going to be the Aadhar. And it seems like as we are nearing the year end, it's going to come true. Like you highlighted yesterday about some issues, and then about those 100 farmers of Maharashtra and all, and now this Uttarakhand thing. I think the whole system will have to be completely scrapped and started from afresh. the basic concept of providing these subsidies or whatever to these villagers.
Who's to decide this? We have a government in the center which is insistent that this is the standalone fact of information on you, being the Aadhar. How does one fight that?
I beg your pardon. I'm not able to hear you clearly, ma'am.
Yes, Ritesh, the issue here being that these glaring security lapses, technical glitches, factual errors on a daily basis that we've been reporting pertaining to the Aadhar card, how does one fight the fact that the central government is wanting to look away from these glitches and still continue to insist that Aadhar be used across the board?
Yeah, absolutely. See, the government is very easily washing its hands away and putting up the blame on the third-party operators and other kind of people, and this cannot be done. Just not fair. And here also, let me tell you how this would have happened. It would have been due to the laxity. This is not a system error as such. This is definitely an error from on behalf of that particular service provider or that AUA, AKA, whatever they call them, who must have just entered whatever he wanted to. But then what is the system doing? The system is supposed to cross-check all this. And there is nobody over here to audit the systems. The one who are auditing the systems are also just... So overall, in short, if I have to tell you, it is just not... The security of it is just not being taken seriously. The integrity of the data, I would rather put it, okay, fine, you got the data, but how authentic or the integrity of the data?
Is it regarding you, and also how protected is it, that being the other issue? But in the face of all of this, it continues to remain the one standalone identity proof that the government wants you to use across the board. Unfortunately, this, of course, also in the midst of what the Supreme Court still has to decide on Aadhar. Ritesh, many thanks for getting us those inputs there.